Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk on this book, Gospel of Barnabas. I'm also been reading the Quran and has read this book. Now it's come to chapter 84. So reading it carefully, every sentence, and if someone asks me what do I think about this gospel, I'm not trying to upset anyone. I am the proud owner of this book, and this book to me is the true gospel of Jesus. Why? Because the original scribe of this book is Barnabas himself. So Barnabas was the only person authorized by Jesus to scribe. So what I have in my hand is what was scribed by Barnabas, and I have read through it, and I believe it is the true gospel of Jesus. It is illogical that the holy book can be in 5 versions. It's not logical. There can only be one, and one is, to me, to my belief, this is it, Gospel of Barnabas. I believe it's the revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to his prophets, Jesus. So I had been producing videos with title Reading of Gospel of Barnabas and the Quran together. So in the video I read chapter by chapters every day and found the teaching, the true teaching of Jesus in this book. So if you believe me, then get this book. Change yourself to believe the true teaching of Jesus, and won't be surprised that you will end up in a religion in the belief that is true, not the teaching that had been corrupted from the beginning, because every prophet have enemies. So Jesus had enemies, and you must have heard of the persecution of early Christians by the enemies of Jesus. But now, in these modern times, you can get access to the informations readily in the internet. You can get this book if you want to get it free. You can always make a print in the internet, but make sure you copy it from Muslims' site in the internet. Or if you want to buy this book, you can always buy this online. So I bought this online. Wouldn't remember the company. Let's see. Maybe you just look in line in online book service, bookstore. You can always get this book. So now the information is there. Why don't you look for it and see yourself what is real Jesus and what is not real. Be aware that prophet have enemies. Prophet Muhammad have enemies. Prophet Jesus have enemies. Even Moses have enemies. So their enemies, our main enemies mentioned in this book and mentioned in the Quran is the Satan. So the enemies of Jesus and also the enemies of the prophets are the people who been owned by the Satan. So they work for the Satan, and their work is like the Satan. And you have to be aware that Satan exists, and their work, the story in this book and also the story in the Quran, the Satan refused to prostrate to Adam, and for that reason the Satan became the rejected one, and because of that he vowed to drag mankind of people to hell with him. So you just be aware that is the story mentioned in the Gospel of Barnabas and as well as the Quran. So After been reading why I said this is true, Gospel of Barnabas, Prophet Muhammad has been saying, if you find all writings inconsistent with the teaching of Islam, take it. So I had been reading this and found that this book is inconsistent with the teaching of Islam. So that's the reason I take this book as the revelation of God. So that's all I want to say, that if you are the seeker of the truth, maybe this book help you first to know, to find out who is the real Jesus. So the Jesus that you think or imagine without having read this book, I believe is not true Jesus. If you read this book, then you will get to know who is the real Jesus. I think that's all I want to say to you. Thank you very much for listening, and good luck in your attempt to look for the truth in this world. Don't take too long to do it. It's a noble job work for you to help yourself to look for the truth in this world, because you will face the day of judgment, then be sorted out and be decided by the Creator whether you will be attaining paradise or be sent to hell. So help yourself. What I'm asking is, help yourself, make sure you get the right information on who was Jesus and who he was not. Thank you very much.